Now, the problems based on Rydberg's Ridge equation, radius and energy of the orbit. In this problem, calculate the frequency, wavelength of a photon emitted when the electron jumps from fifth energy level to second energy state. That means this spectral line belongs to Balmer series. In the hydrogen atom, when the electron jumps from fifth energy level to second energy state, one spectral line will be formed. For that spectral line, what about its frequency and wavelength? Now apply Bohr's theory. According to Bohr's theory, En is equal to, if you want to calculate the energy in joules, this is the formula, minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 divided by n square into z square joule per atom. Joule per atom. For hydrogen atom, value of Z is equal to 1. For hydrogen atom, Z is equal to 1. Now, if the electron in fifth energy level E5 is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 joule divided by 5 square joule per atom, according to Bohr's formula. And E2 is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 divided by 2 square joule per atom. Now calculate, if you want to calculate frequency and wavelength, according to Bohr's theory, delta E is equal to E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu or hc by lambda. Follow anyone. Now, from Bohr's theory, this is E5 value and this is E2 value. Now, E5 minus E2, energy emission, E5 minus E2. There is common factor here, 2.18 into 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into E5 minus E2, minus of minus plus. So, 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 5 square. That means 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into 1 by 4 minus 1 by 25. So, delta E is equal to 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into 21 divided by 100. So, this is equal to 4.8 into 19 volts. So, apply one of the assumption in Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. Change in energy between the energy states is equal to h nu or hc by lambda. So, delta E is equal to 4.58 into 10 power minus 19 joules. See once again, this is the original formula according to Bohr's theory in joules. For hydrogen atom, Z is equal to 1. Now apply E5 and E2 and change in energy delta is equal to E5 minus E2. Here this is higher orbit number and this is lower orbit number. So according to Planck's quantum theory, the change in energy is equal to, always equal to h nu or hc by lambda or hc nu bar. This is very important formula based on Planck's quantum theory of radiation. So first find out change in energy by applying E2 minus relationship. From this, delta E is equal to h nu. So delta E is equal to h nu. Here in this problem, delta E value is 4.58 into 10 power minus 19 joules. Now calculate frequency. Therefore, frequency of that spectral line when the electron jumps from fifth energy level to second energy level, 3 to 2 first line, 4 to 2 second line, 5 to 2 third line. That means H alpha, H beta, H gamma. This is H gamma line that is visible to our eyes also, because the spectral lines in Balmer series are found in visible region. So after that, nu is equal to 4.58 into 10 power minus 19 in MKS system divided by H. The Planck's constant value in MKS system is 6.625 into 10 power minus 34. Therefore, the frequency of that spectral line is equal to this much, 6.91. After the calculation of this ratio, this is the final answer. Frequency of the spectral line, that means third line in Balmer series, is equal to 6.91 into 10 power 14 Hz. Now calculate the after the calculation of frequency, it is possible to calculate its wavelength. It is already known to you. C is equal to nu into lambda. C is equal to nu into lambda. Therefore, lambda is equal to C by nu. Lambda is equal to C by nu. If you want to calculate the wavelength in meters, now substitute the value of C in meters. 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by frequency is 6.91 into 10 power 14 or second inverse. Now the lambda is equal to that much, 434 into into 10 power minus 9 meters. Here the units are very, very important. Frequency is always expressed in hertz or CPS or second inverse. But lambda is expressed in so many units: centimeter, meter, angstrom, nanometer, microns, like that. So, if you want to calculate the wavelength in MKS system, substitute the value of C in MKS system. Velocity of the light in MKS system is 3 into 10 power 8. Nothing but, this is nothing but 434 nanometers, because 1 nanometer is equal to 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 9 meters or 10 power minus 7 centimeters. So, the final result is, when the electron jumps from fifth energy level to second energy level, for that spectral line, frequency is equal to this much, 6.91 into 10 power 14 hertz. Wavelength is equal to 434 nanometers. This is visible range, and it is possible to calculate the change in energy also by using Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. Now, the next problem is the radius and energy of the first orbit of hydrogen-like ion, that means He plus 1. For hydrogen atom and He plus Li plus 2, beryllium plus 3, the value of Z is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is important model problem while applying the radius and energy of the orbit. Now, according to Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom, the radius of the nth orbit is equal to 0.529 n square angstrom divided by Z. If you want to calculate radius of the orbit, first orbit of He plus, now that formula becomes radius of the first orbit of He plus is equal to 0.529 into first orbit. So, value of n is equal to 1. So, 1 square divided by, for He plus ion, value of Z is equal to 2. Remember this. So, this is by Z. So, divided by 2 angstrom. So, the radius of the first orbit of this is nothing but 0.26 4 0.0264 into 10 power minus 8 centimeters. 10 power minus 8 centimeters, or this is nothing but 0.02645 nanometers. 0.529 divided by 2 is equal to 0.264 approximately into 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeters. This is nothing but 0.02645 nanometers. So this is very important formula. That means Bohr's theory is applicable to hydrogen atom and hydrogen like ions also. So radius of the orbit and energy of the orbit is applicable to hydrogen like ions also. Here the next one is how to calculate the energy of the first orbit of He plus. Now this is the formula. Energy of the nth orbit is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into Z square by N square joule per atom in MKS system. According to Bohr's theory, the energy of the electron in nth orbit is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into Z square by N square joule per atom. Now calculate the energy of the electron present in first orbit of He plus is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into, for He plus ion value of Z is equal to 2, therefore into Z square, that means 2 square divided by first orbit 1 square joule per atom. Simply apply the formula. You should remember these two formulas compulsory. So this is nothing but minus 8.72 into 10 power minus 18 joule per atom. So Bohr's theory is applicable to hydrogen like ions also. That's why these two formulas are also applicable to hydrogen like ions like He plus, Li plus 2, beryllium plus 3. While these three ions, substitute Z is equal to 2 for He plus ion, Z is equal to 3 plus. So finally, radius of the orbit, energy of the orbit is applicable to hydrogen like ions like He plus, Li plus 2, beryllium plus 3. For He plus ion, Z is equal to 2. For Li plus 2 ion, Z is equal to 3. For beryllium plus 3 ion, Z is equal to 4. So Bohr's theory is useful to calculate radius, energy of the orbit. And the next problem is the wavelength of the first member of Balmer series in the hydrogen spectrum is capital X angstrom. Then the wavelength of the first member of Lyman series in the same spectrum is how much? Now apply Rydberg's ridge equation. This is Rydberg's equation. 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. The wavelength of the or wave number of the first member in Balmer series is, for hydrogen atom, is RH into, for Balmer series, N1 is equal to 2. N1 is equal to 2 because all the electrons jumps from higher energy levels to the second energy state. So the first member means N2 is equal to 3. So 1 by 2 square minus 1. So this is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH, wave number of that spectral line, is equal to RH into 1 by 4 minus 1 by 9. So 1 by lambda is equal to RH into LCM is 36. 9 minus 4, 5 by 36. So this is 1 by lambda. Therefore lambda is equal to 36 divided by 5 into RH. So this is the final expression to calculate wavelength of the first member of the Balmer series in hydrogen spectrum, which is equal to X angstrom. It is given in this problem. So 36 divided by 5 into RH is equal to X angstrom. Now calculate the wavelength of the first member of Lyman series in the same spectrum. Lyman series in the same spectrum. For Lyman series, 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by 1 square, 1 by 1 square minus first member means N2 is equal to 2. So therefore 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 minus 1 by 4, that means 3 by 4. So lambda is equal to, this is 1 by lambda, this is 1 by lambda. From this lambda is equal to 4 divided by 3 into RH. So this can be expressed in terms of X, in terms of X. So this is nothing but, this is nothing but 5 by 27 into X, because X is equal to lambda is equal to, this is the final answer, this is equal to X angstrom. In the case of Lyman series, actual answer is 4 by 3 into RH, 4 by 3 into RH. If you convert this value in the form of this X angstrom, now this is nothing but 5 by 27 into x. That means 5 by 27 into 5 by 27 into 5 by 27 into x. X is nothing but 36 divided by 5 into RH. 5 into RH. 5 and 5 cancel together. Now this is nothing but 4 by 3 into RH. So both are same. 4 by 3 into RH is nothing but 5 by 27 into x. Substitute the x angstrom value. Actually x angstrom is nothing but 36 divided by 5 into RH. So lambda, that means wavelength, first member of Lyman series in the hydrogen spectrum is actually equal to 4 by 3 into RH. If you want to convert this value in the form of x angstrom, yes, it is possible. This is nothing but 5 by 27 into x. So in this way, Rydberg's equation is useful to calculate the wavelength, wave number or frequency of any spectral line in any spectral series. Next problem is, what is the ratio of kinetic energy and potential energy of the revolving electron in hydrogen atom? According to Bohr's theory, the kinetic energy formula is Z E square divided by 2 into R. Half mv square is nothing but Z E square by 2R. And potential energy of the revolving electron is minus Z E square by R. Now in this problem, what is the ratio between kinetic energy and potential energy? Is nothing but Z E square divided by 2R into minus R by Z E square. These two are cancelled together, R and R. So the ratio is minus 1:2. According to Bohr's theory, total energy of the revolving electron is Ke plus P. That final answer is minus Ze square by 2R. So the kinetic energy formula is half mv square, nothing but Ze square by 2R, and potential energy formula is minus Ze square by R. So the ratio between these two is minus 1:2. So in this way, Bohr's theory is useful to calculate the kinetic energy and potential energy of the electron also. Now the next problem is, in hydrogen atom, if the energy of the electron in the ground state is minus 13.6 electron volts, then that in the second excited state is how much? According to Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom, the energy of the electron in nth orbit is equal to minus 13.6 into Z square by n square electron volt per atom. So the hydrogen atom containing only one electron, it is present in ground state, therefore 13.6 electron volt per atom, which is given in this problem. So calculate the energy of the electron in its second excited state. That means if the electron present in first orbit n is equal to 1, if the electron jumps into second orbit, this is the meaning of the first excited state. By absorbing some amount of energy, that electron goes to second higher energy state. That is the meaning of the first excited state. When this electron jumps into third energy state, now this is the meaning of second excited state. That means if you want to find out the energy of the electron, is equal to 3. For hydrogen atom, Z is equal to 1 into 1 square divided by 9. 3 square is equal to 9. Therefore, the energy of the electron in its second excited state is equal to minus 1.51 electron volt per atom. So, problem, ionization of energy of He plus ion is 19.6 into 10 power minus 18 joule per atom. According to Bohr's theory, it is applicable to hydrogen like ions also. This is one of the example of hydrogen like ion. Its ionization energy is given, which is equal to 19.6 into 10 power minus 18 joule per atom. Now calculate the energy of the first stationary orbit of Li plus 2 ion. This is also one of the example of isoelectronic species. According to Bohr's theory, present in hydrogen atom, E1 is equal to minus 13.6 electron volt per atom according to Bohr's theory. Suppose if the same electron stays at infinite path, the energy of the electron in infinite path is equal to 0 electron volt per atom. That means by absorbing 13.6 electron volt per atom, hydrogen atom is converted into H plus ion. So this is nothing but ionization energy. Ionization energy. Ionization energy is defined as the amount of energy required to remove the electron completely from the atom. Means in the hydrogen atom, the electron present in first energy state when it is in ground state. By absorbing 13.6 electron volts energy, it is converted into H plus ion. That means the ionization energy of hydrogen is nothing but minus E1 of hydrogen, minus E1 of hydrogen. E1 of hydrogen is E1 of hydrogen means the energy of the electron in k orbit is equal to minus 13.6 electron volt per atom. It is nothing but minus E1 is nothing but minus into minus 13 electron volt per atom. That means ionization energy of hydrogen is equal to 13.6 electron volt per atom. So, very important point is ionization energy of hydrogen atom and hydrogen like ion is equal to minus E1 of that hydrogen atom or hydrogen like ion. Now apply this concept to He plus. The ionization energy of He plus is nothing but minus E1 of He plus. Therefore, the E1 of He plus is directly proportional to Z square, directly proportional to Z square. That means atomic number of He plus whole square, because according to Bohr's theory, En is equal to minus 2 pi square mz square e power 4 divided by n square h square. That means energy and z square are directly proportional to each other. So, based on that information, E1 of He plus is directly proportional to its atomic number square. Now, other isoelectronic species in this is Li plus 2. So, the E1 of Li plus 2 is also directly proportional to the atomic number of Li plus 2 whole square. Now, calculate the ratio between these two. It is given in this problem. E1 of He plus is equal to this much, minus 19.6 into 10 power minus 18 divided by, here to calculate the energy of the first stationary orbit of Li plus 2, this is unknown. E1 of Li plus 2 is equal to the atomic number of He plus square, that means 2 square divided by the atomic number of Li plus 2. In the long form periodic table, lithium atomic number is 3. Therefore, 2 square divided by 3 square. That means 4 divided by 9. Therefore, the E1 of Li plus 2 is equal to cross multiplication. That means minus 19.6 into 10 power minus 18 into 9 divided by 4. This is nothing but minus 4.41 into 10 power minus 17 joule per atom. So, this is the answer for that question. That means the very important point is the ionization energy of hydrogen atom or hydrogen like ions is equal to minus of the energy of the hydrogen atom hydrogen-like ions in the first stationary state. So this is the main clue here, and by applying the ratio between these two, it is possible to calculate what is the energy of the electron in first stationary state of Li plus 2 ion. So this is about the Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom, its merits and demerits,